Today for the Bitcoin price, Bitcoin finds itself right now in this kind of inverse head and shoulders pattern. No idea why, but it seems like no one is talking about that right now. So we want to show you exactly if we see a decisive breakout, where the measured move target exactly is. But we also want to show you why we shouldn't get all too excited as of right now. Even more important, towards the end, things are getting very, very serious right now with Iran. Also yesterday we had this Iran pump right here. And we want to show you not only our tweet right here, which we posted actually a few minutes ago about this conflict and how Bitcoin actually is very special in regards to that. We also want to show you one specific type of footage to talk about how serious the situation actually right now is. And we will talk about the local Bitcoin situation in Iran right now and how all of that will possibly affect Bitcoin, not only in the short term, but even more important in the long term. So guys, if you're already excited for that, make sure you take a seat, make sure you smash up the like button right now. And that being said, welcome crypto friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris. And as always, we are extremely pumped to go straight into the content. And right now we are here on the daily. And to make things a little bit more visible for you, let's go into the 4 hour. And if we zoom out a little bit and then we remember that right here in November, we actually already had an inverse head and shoulders pattern, which was even more beautiful, but it was on the smaller time frame. And we also had the breakout. We can actually compare that a little bit to the situation we have right now, because this smaller inverse head and shoulders pattern is actually part of the bigger inverse head and shoulders pattern we are seeing right now here in the Bitcoin chart. And the conditions to call that a head and shoulders pattern is, of course, most of you guys will already know that the head right here is going lower than the left shoulder and that the right shoulder is higher than the head. Of course, otherwise it's not a head and shoulders pattern. So we were actually even 2 days ago waiting for the price to go down and to form something like a higher low towards the head we had here. And that's what Bitcoin did. Maybe because of the Iran news, we don't know if that was the real effect, but gold and oil was also going up. So who knows, who knows? Let's put that aside and talk about that later, because we will talk about the Iran news and we will talk about our thoughts on that. But for now, let's check that out. And we actually saw that Bitcoin had that bounce and that it was actually just bouncing back up to the resistance, to the neckline we are seeing right here. You can actually see that we hit the neckline exactly and then we were rejected. So what we have to see right now to confirm that this is an inverse head and shoulders pattern, we need a decisive breakout. If we are going onto the volume here, not the volume profile, but only the volume, we can still see that the volume is kind of underwhelming. And I mean, we have still declining volume here on the downside. So we do need not only the breakout out of this neckline, we need a higher volume, we need a confirmation. So there is a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff we actually need to say, all right, guys, Bitcoin is switching bullish here and Bitcoin is going to take, and this is what's going to happen if all these, most probably, if all these conditions come into place, going to take out this local high of $7,800. If we pull out the VPVR and now make the measured move here on the daily, we take it from the downside of the head, we measure it until the neckline, and then we are taking it over. And let's say we are just breaking out tomorrow, okay? But not saying that we do. But let's say we break out tomorrow with decisive volume. Then guys, we shouldn't get all too excited as of right now, because after the breakout, of course, there is a little bit of thin air here also in the volume profile. So once we reach actually the old local high here at $7,800, that's also the exact moment we finally reached, for the first time since a long time, the resistance here on the volume per volume range. And Bitcoin has to break that. Once Bitcoin breaks it, then we have actually the chance of getting our measured move target here of approximately $8,500. And here not talking about the immediate short term, we are here more talking about the midterm, because we need also the confirmation here, and then we shouldn't expect Bitcoin to break this VPVR resistance here just like if it was butter. Because, and that's very important, once Bitcoin breaks through decisively, Bitcoin will also break this downtrend. So we would actually see the Bitcoin price also above this downward sloping resistance here, which would be, of course, very amazing. But as we already said, guys, do not get too excited yet. We just wanted to make you aware of the fact that there is actually an inverse head and shoulders probably forming right here, and it seems like no one is really talking about that, so we thought we will. Other than that, guys, you heard about the Iran news, and I mean, it's crazy what's happening right there, and you don't really know what to listen to, because if you are going into the news, there is so much propaganda going down from both sides. So we are not really trusting the US news. We are not really trusting the Iran news as well. So it's very hard to inform yourself properly. But what we can do, actually, we can take a point from the Bitcoin perspective. Because if you think about it, Bitcoin is borderless. Bitcoin doesn't know who the USA actually is. Bitcoin doesn't know who the Iran actually is. Bitcoin doesn't know any borders whatsoever. For Bitcoin, all men are equal, and that's why I'm wearing here this same t-shirt. We are all equal, and Bitcoin knows that. This is the only thing Bitcoin actually knows. It's A to B. It's only a book of transactions. It's borderless, and it doesn't know any political issues. And that's the beauty about Bitcoin. This might be a reason why some people, at least, are right now in Iran considering going into Bitcoin, even though we can see very, very, very low volume here. You can see it here on the, I mean, this is not even, it's only ask orders, and it's not even full Bitcoins being sold here. So let's take that only with a huge grain of salt. But other than that, you can see in the in the US news, and take that with a grain of salt, because you know they have something to protect. They are not telling you the full truth, just as Iran is not telling you the full truth. But you can see a little bit that this conflicts are getting a little bit more warmed up, heated up.
Ian Lee reports on the reaction to Soleimani's killing on the ground.
With tears in their eyes and death to America on their lips, thousands in Iran mourn the death of Qasem Soleimani. Their sorrow quickly turned to anger. A former commander of Iran's Revolutionary Guards warns the great nation of Iran will take a harsh revenge on the government of the U.S. That revenge may start Sunday, when the Iraqi parliament meets to vote whether to kick all U.S. troops out of the country.
So that's tomorrow, right? If it's only kicking the troops out of the country, that would be actually one of the most peaceful things, since only kicking them out of the country wouldn't be connected to any more death. But we don't know what's happening. We don't know if there will be a revenge. But what we do know is that Bitcoin is a solution for many things when it comes to payments. And what we do know is that Bitcoin doesn't know borders, doesn't know these differences. And you can see, like, all over the world, whenever there's uncertainty, like in Venezuela, in Chile, and so on, over-the-counter transactions are actually going through the roofs. Also, like in Argentina, prices are going through the roofs. And this time we are living in right now, more and more uncertainty is coming in. And we can be so happy if you are watching from one of the countries like USA, one of the countries from Europe. We can be so happy to live in a peaceful world and still being able to to take part at this massive revolution. So guys, let us know what you think about that. Make definitely sure that you are following us here on Twitter. And we still have a very important announcement here. Because if you are watching right now, and if you are trading, if you're an experienced trader, the only thing you can make sure that you are getting all the bonuses in the future is by signing up with our link. Many people are confused. Oh, there's a $200 bonus, there's a $90 bonus, there's a $50 bonus, another $200 bonus. How can I get all of them? You can get all of them simply by using our click. It's cookie based. And after you used it and you have an account below us, you can make sure that you are eligible for all future bonuses and that you are actually qualified for all future bonuses. Also, 3 commas down here, if you go to 3 commas, we still, I mean, that is actually a very big surprise for us. You still have the bonus here, the 40% bonus. We actually thought it already ended. You can still get it by using our link here. And also another very important news is actually that we have the German channel. Not everyone knows it already. If you are German, just type in MMCrypto.de, also link given down in the pinned comment down below, MMCrypto.de. Make sure you check out our channel right here if you are German speaking. That being said, guys, also the link for our tweet here with Bitcoin with Iran in the comment section down below. Make sure you retweet it, you leave an answer, you leave a like, you spread the message of love for Bitcoin and that everyone is equal, actually. So thank you so much, guys. We will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. Make sure you smash up the like button. We are trying to get 1,000 likes on that video, and we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. A Bybit tutorial is popping up right here, and our subscription box is somewhere right there. So as always, guys, as always, bye-bye.